Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to today's video. It's the Collab-tastic ladies, and we have a challenge today. We did a, what you call a color selection type collab, and each one of us 5 ladies chose a color, and everyone has to find that color in their collection and compile all the 5 colors together and use those colors. We're all using the same colors, but it's probably going to be from different palettes, you know, of course, in our collection, and we're going to create our own looks using those colors. So the colors were orange, I believe that was Lauren's choice, and then chocolate brown, that was Becky's choice, and then any shade of purple, that was Joy's choice, and then shimmery gold, that was my choice, and then Jamie chose black. So I was thinking that I would try to find a palette that had all those colors in one palette, and that way I could just use one palette. And I found one, and it's new to me. I just picked it up in a boxy pop-up, and it's the Ace Beaute Floral Vintage palette. And it's fall, and so, you know, we're thinking floral vintage. And then when you open it up, you really don't think, oh, this is not probably going to work too good. But anyway, the colors are all here. So anyway, it's got a nice big mirror. Look at all these beautiful shades, oranges and browns. And so anyhow, there is, I'm going to use this orange right up here. It's called Begonia. And then the chocolate brown that I'm using is down here. It's called Daylilies. And then the purple shade that I chose to use is this one right here in this corner. It's called Aster. And then the shimmery gold is this one right here. It's called Pink Rose, but it's a gold. And then the black is this color right here called Black Hyacinth. And so these are a lot of pressed pigments in this palette. I did the swatches, so there they are. And because they are pigments, I'm going to do my eyes first. And so I'm just going to get started. I'm going to try to clear off a space here and set the palette down, and that way I can put on some eyeshadow primer and go for it. So this is not, I was thinking about, you know, remember last year when the Bailey Syrian palette came out from Estate Cosmetics? I was thinking about that palette, and it's somewhere in one of my drawers, and it was just easier to find another palette than to try to dig that one out. But anyway, I remember that gold, and there's a chocolate brown, and there's a purple, and there is an orange. I don't know if there's a black in that palette or not. I probably would have had to pull a black from another palette. Anyway, I'm just going in with some eyeshadow primer. This is one that I purchased a while back from Shop Miss A, and I need to finish using it up, so I'm just going to go in with this. And I like this eyeshadow primer, and anyway, if you can get something for $1, why not? So I'm just going to go in with a clean brush, and I'm just going to brush this on. And I'm going to try to create something here that's going to be really beautiful and aesthetically pleasing. I've never used this palette before, so I'm going to do my best here. Okay. Let's see. Let me grab this brush from e.l.f. here, and I'm going to go in with let's see. Let me go in with this purple shade called Aster and see what I can lay down here in the crease. And I'm going to try to take the approach of laying it down gently and building up the product, because we've got to go from purple to chocolate brown to black as far as the dark colors are concerned. And so if I start out too dark right at the very beginning, I'm going to have panda eyes before it's over with, and I don't want that. This purple is pretty. I don't think it is a pressed pigment though, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to lay it down first, because it's pretty pigmented, but at least it's not, you know, too much. It's kind of a pinky purple when you get it blended out, which I like. And when you tap it on, you can see that the pigments are going to go a long way. And of course it can be built up. These Ace Beaute formulas are amazing. I love every palette I've ever picked up from them. And I've got them all, I believe, from BoxyCharm, if I'm not mistaken. If not in my boxes and, you know, the pop-up add-on sales. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this color called Begonia, which is this orange right here. And I'm going to lay that down a little bit deeper in the crease. And blend that on up. This is such a pretty color, y'all. And I'm going to take that on over to like the right, you know, the outside of the lid. So how about that for a very warm eyeshadow look? This is supposed to be a fall look, but I'm not sure how much fall my look is going to convey because of the way that I started out with the purple. But I chose that purple because I knew that it would blend out really nice and create like a pink toned canvas, which I thought, you know, all the other colors would fit on top of really nicely. Just a tiny bit more for this portion of the eye right here. So, boom. Boom shakalaka. Okay, now let me find a smaller brush here. I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to go into this chocolate brown. It's called Daylilies right there. And I'm going to like focus that right here on this, just this like outer V section. And I'm going to take it on into the like the deepest part of the crease. So not a whole lot of that dark brown, but enough to make a difference, and it does make a difference. Very pretty color. So with the outer V, I'm just thinking like a V turned on its side, and I'm just kind of thinking like along the lines of like kind of like an eyeliner almost, but not quite. I just want to take it in and create some depth. Just a little bit more here. Trying to make them look as even as possible. I don't want the colors to, I don't want to lose any of the colors. I don't want them to, you know, muddy up. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, now I'm going to take a little pencil brush and I'm going to go into that black. And I'm just going to line the eyes. I'm going to use the black as an eyeliner. So if you were to use like a kohl type eyeliner and just get as close to the lash line as possible and then go all the way across without making a wing. I really don't want to do a wing. Like that. It looks weird without any eyebrows, but we're going somewhere. Okay, now I want to wet my brush, and I'm gonna I'm going to use this Bolero facial mist, rose water and aloe. And I'm just going to wet my brush. I'm using a flat brush here. And I'm going to go into this gold shade. It's called Musk Rose. Right there. And there's what it looks like. Just a really pretty sheen. And I'm just going to load my brush up. And I'm going to go right here in this inner part. Whoa, look at this shine. It is like a metallic foil. And I'm just doing this like on the inner third. And I'm carrying it on up into the crease. And I'm creating like a faux cut crease. I'm just going over the shadows that are there. And about 1/3 of the way over. Just like that. Okay, now the same thing on the other side. This is a beautiful shade right here. I love a good shimmer. And I feel like I need to wet my brush. You almost have to wet your brush like every time that you go to dip into the shadows. Alright, let's try this again. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Boom! Wow, this has got some payoff. Okay, I feel like I lost some of that black around the eyelids there, around the lash line where I put that gold, so let me just go back over that real quick. And make sure that looks crisp and fresh, not muddied up from the gold. Okay, now I'm going to take that first brush that I used, that Wet n Wild brush, and I just want to kind of just do a little blenderoo here, just to kind of blend those lines. And to help everything marry together. Okay, now I need to finish the bottom lash line, but I can't do that until I get the rest of my face on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to put on foundation, blush, the whole bit, and then we'll come back and we will finish the bottom lash line, and then we can, you know, put on lashes and mascara and all that stuff. All right, see you in a minute. Alright y'all, I'm back. I put on my foundation and some blush, and I did my eyebrows, and some concealer. And so I've got glue drying on my eyelashes, so I can just pop those on real quick. And so now I want to finish out underneath the lash lines. So I want to go in with, let's see, I want to use that, here it is, this brush right here that I used that brown with. And let me just go right into Daylilies, just on the tip of the brush. I'm just going straight down into the palette, and I'm going to run that right here underneath the lash line. And I just kind of want to smoke it out a little bit. I don't want to blow it out too far. Okay, and now I want to use that pencil brush and go back into the black and just run that as close to the lash line as I possibly can. About 2/3 of the way over. And I want to create like a wide-eyed look by leaving this front third untouched by the black, but enough to define the eyes. Okay, let me try to pop these lashes on. Let me go in with this one first. This is a really super natural like lash, and I believe I got these from Shop Miss A, if I'm not mistaken. And so they're made with 100% human hair, and they're only $1 a pair. But you have to be really careful when you clean them, because the lash band is so thin that it's easy to tear them. Okay, there's that one. Now let me do this other one real quick. This one should be easier because I'm left-handed. And I have worn these before. Don't stick to my finger. I have worn them and washed them, and so they look more wispy even now than what they did before, because it seems like whenever they get wet they become a little bit more spidery. Anyway, okay, now I'm just going to go in with some mascara. This is the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Express, and I just want to put some just a little bit to kind of help blend my lashes in with the falsies, because my eyelashes are so blonde. This one's trying to lift. Let me see if I can't get it to stick better. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to do the bottom lashes. Not really using a whole lot of mascara today. Sometimes I'll put 2 or 3 coats on and then put on a pair of lashes, but I don't want to do that today. This one eyelash, I want it to stick better than that. Ooh, I'm getting mascara on my nose. Okay. Alright, so there's the eyes. Let me set these extra eyelashes aside. Now let's do a lip look. I've got a new lipstick here that I've been using. This is the shade Sunset Boulevard from Fully Fire, and I used it with a lip balm the other day, which turned out really pretty, but today I just want to use a lip liner and see if I can't just amp it up just a little bit. So I'm going to go in with this one from Beaute. It's like a fire red. What color is this? It's called So Gorgeous. It's like a pinky red. And I wanted to do a lip look that would complement the eye. These are so creamy. Okay. Plenty of lip liner there. And here is the lipstick. It's more of a mauve type pink, but I think it'll be pretty with this lip liner. Yeah. And this is a creamy, the lipstick is like a demi-matte type formula. So, just try to do a little bit more of a blend right there. And I didn't go in with a brow bone highlighter today because I used up all 5 shades for the challenge on the eye look that I created. And I just left the inner corners, well, there's a little bit of gold here in the inner corners, but I left the bottom part open because I just felt like it would be more eye-opening. The eye look would be more eye-opening, which is something I wanted to try. So anyway, let me just finish finish off with a little bit of this. I want to try some of this powder. This Luna by Luna powder here, it's a baked formula, and I like wearing it underneath the eyes because it really draws, it reflects light really well and it brightens up. And I never did set that. And the foundation, I've been using the CC cream from Perlice, and then the blush that I used was this one from Space Case that I've been trying to use up. So, and then the eyebrow pencil was the one from Tanya Crook that I've been using here lately. So that's pretty much it. I did not use a highlighter today, but I could. Let me grab this one here from IBY. IBY Beauty in the shade, it's called Radiant Glow. Radiant Glow. So let's just finish this off with some highlighter. Because everybody needs a little highlighter. Isn't that pretty, y'all? I love these IBY highlighters. I'm taking it down to like where my nose tip ends. I'm taking it down to that part of my cheek where the light will catch it. And maybe just a little dab underneath my brow bone, just for fun, just to finish everything off. And a little bit right there on the tip of my nose. Ta-da! Okay, let me use a little setting spray. I'm gonna go on with this one today called One Hit by Item. Shake this up. Yeah. I gotta find my fan, y'all. So anyway, that is my look for today. And I used the Ace Beaute Floral Vintage palette, which is beautiful. I mean, this has got 24 shades in it, and I just used 5 of them. So, you know, even though it's got quite a few colors in it that would go for spring, it carry you through summer and fall as well. So just a good all-around palette, I think. Year-round palette. So I'm happy. I'm happy with this purchase. I can't remember how much I paid for it on Boxy Pop-Up. Probably, I would dare say $12 or less. You know, because everything's so affordable there. Alright, that's my look for today. All the ladies are going to be linked down below. We are using the hashtag Collabtastic Ladies OCT for October. So, and I'll have that up in my title, and you can click on that and get to everyone's video, or you can go to their channels, either way you want to do it. But anyway, that is the look. I can't wait to see what the other girls do. That gold shimmer, y'all, is life. It is so beautiful. I'm glad I chose that color. Alright, that is it for me today, you guys. I will come back and use this palette again and try another look. Maybe, you know, emphasize more on the black next time. You know, use the black in the outer V or something and do something really dramatic. Really dramatic, and maybe the purples and the black. That'd be awesome. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and as usual, me and the Collabtastic ladies, we do appreciate your time, and you know, we just love coming together and doing these looks for you guys, and you guys seem to appreciate it too. So we'll have to come up with some more challenges for you guys and continue doing these. All right, so that's it for me today, you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check everybody out, and God bless you today is my prayer. I'll see you next time. Bye.